Hi, Matt Morris here. Welcome back. In this module, we're going to take everything we've gone through so far and create the vision for your life by creating a single powerful statement that encapsulates your core purpose in life. See, here's what I believe is true. Until you acquire a powerful, passionate, and even a heart-tingling vision for your life, your behavior is unlikely to ever be powerful enough to make it big long-term. You may have short bouts of success, but those who succeed at the very highest levels in life, they have a powerful vision that drives them forward. Now, this vision can be summed up with a simple statement of the reason you exist, or the purpose for you living on this planet. It's the reason you came into being and the way you're going to decide if your life was worth living. The way I sum it up, this is the statement of what I would want my children to write about me on my tombstone after I'm gone. Your life purpose is really what you want your legacy to be. And without a core purpose in life, we tend to kind of wander aimlessly through life. And oftentimes we end up settling for mediocrity. Not having a core purpose creates a lack of focus. It creates a lack of direction. It's like living in autopilot, or worse yet, falling asleep at the wheel. So having a core purpose in life, it keeps you motivated, it keeps you focused, and it helps you tap in to an energy level that most people will flat out never have access to. I'm always asked how in the world I can manage to have this never-ending supply of energy, how I can do a 5-country tour in a matter of 7, 8, 9 days, or how I can do an around-the-world tour over the course of 2 weeks, only sleeping a few hours a night on average. Now, my secret to this massive level of energy is that for me, it's never work. I can get by on very little sleep for periods of my life because my actions are always leading me to a legacy that fills me with inspiration. It's one of the reasons I don't need a lot of outside motivation to stay inspired or to stay motivated. See, I have self-motivation because I'm naturally motivated to move towards my core purpose, because I truly believe my core purpose is my calling. You know, it's why God put me on this earth. And I also believe, because I say it so, God gives me the energy and all the resources that I need to make that vision a reality. So creating your core purpose in life is the most powerful way I've found to create your why and tap into that level of energy. Now, the reason why I had you create your core values list first is because that core values list is really going to give you an insight as to what's important for you and where your priorities are. And once you know what's important for you from creating your core values list, you can create a statement that's in alignment with those values. Now, I'm going to give you my core purpose, and you'll see how the statement that I have is aligned with my core values that I talked about in the last module. So my core purpose is to constantly grow myself to pursue God's highest calling for my life, to make a positive impact in the lives of millions of people, to seek out and experience amazing peak experiences and adventures around the world, and to create a legacy of multi-generational love, success, wealth, and contribution for my family, to live life vicariously through myself. See, that statement, it may not be impactful for you, but for me, it gives me goosebumps. Your core purpose statement should give you the same feeling. And because it's something I can work towards every day, it allows me to be successful now. I say successful now because the most widely recognized definition of success among the other thought leaders in the personal development industry is that success is the progressive realization of a worthwhile dream or goal. So by pursuing a worthwhile life purpose, you are already successful in your own right as long as you're going after it. Now, it's time to start creating your core purpose statement. So here's what I want you to do. So step number 1 is review your core values that you created in the last module. And what I want you to do is just spend some time thinking about what's really important in your life. Step number 2 is to take out a sheet of paper, or you can even open up a word processor. And at the top, I want you to write, my core purpose in life is, and then step 3 is what I want you to do is I want you to begin to write out an answer that pops into your head. Now, it doesn't have to be a complete sentence. It doesn't have to be grammatically correct. It doesn't even have to make any sense. I just want you to write whatever pops into your head that's something meaningful for you. Now, step 4, I want you to repeat step 3 until you write the answer that either gives you goosebumps or makes you cry. Once you're at that point, you've found your purpose. Now, for some people, this may take 15 or 20 minutes. For me, I spent several hours going through the process, and because this is such an important part of my life, I have spent years refining this purpose statement. See, when I first created my statement years ago, the thought of making a positive impact in the lives of millions of people, that was so out of my realm of thinking. It wasn't even on the radar. But what's happened is, as I've grown as a person over the years, so has my core purpose. Now, this is an exercise that does require some work. You may have to write out 50, 100, maybe even several hundred answers before you get to the purpose statement that really resonates with you. You may get frustrated along the way because nothing seems to get your juices flowing. But listen, no matter how frustrating the process is, there is something you were put on this earth to do that will inspire you. So do not give up along the way to finding that purpose. Keep writing, keep brainstorming, and when it hits you, you will know it. When I came up with my purpose statement that I have now, I knew I had nailed it because I physically felt it. I started having goosebumps. So when you nail it for you, you're going to have a statement that you can keep in front of you every day that's going to supply you with a level of energy, a level of motivation, courage, and determination that you probably never imagined was possible. So take the time now, and whether this process takes an hour or whether it takes 5 hours, do not move on until you create your core purpose in life. I'm going to reiterate this point. Without going through this exercise and the previous exercises, you might as well not go through any of the rest of Millionaire School, because I can give you all the tactics in the world, but none of those tactics are going to do you any good if you don't become the right person first. Remember, you have got to become a millionaire before you'll ever have the $1 million. Tactics do little good unless it's a powerful person using those tactics. So this exercise is going to allow you to tap into a new level of potential, a new level of possibility for your life. So, my friend, it's time to get to work.